second killer of Karni Sena chief has been identified. Sources tell us right before killing, Nitin Fauji was posted in the 19th Jat Regiment in Alwar. Nitin Fauji is said to be the second killer who has been identified. He's taken leave from the army for 2 days and then never returned on duty. In fact, he joined the Indian Army in 2019. He took leave on the 8th of November for 2 days and didn't go back. And in one of those days, we believe that those 2 days that he had taken leave, he said he was going back home. He has a brother as well who's still, Vikas, his brother who's still with the Indian Army, the Jat regiment. And both are 19 years of age. And that's the Nitin Fauji is the man who's been identified to be the second killer. On November 10th, in Sadar Mahendragarh, there was an attempted abduction of Pratap alias Govinda Sharma, but villagers there informed the police on time and they chased the vehicle, got the victim freed timely. One Kuldeep Rathi, along with 2 others, were arrested while Nitin Fauji had fled. So basically, this man has got a history of crime. He joined the Indian Army briefly and then took a 2-day leave and never returned. On the 8th of November was his last with the Jat regiment. And here clearly he is one of those who's killed the Karni Sena chief, Gogamedi. Kamaljeet joining us live for more on that. Kamaljeet, second killer who's been identified as Nitin Fauji. The images surfacing, and we believe he was part of the Jat regiment in Alwar, part of the Indian Army, 22 years of age. His brother is also in the army. So a Fauji background, unfortunately, has taken to crime of this kind.
Well, absolutely. He joined Indian Army way back in 2019. He was posted in Alwar, as you were mentioning it. And that's when he came on leave on 8th of November. And after 2 days, he conducted his first crime. We've been told he does come from a family where his brother-in-law is involved in a world of crime. And it seems that there was an abduction of a person which took place in Sadar in Mahendragarh. And that is where there were a few arrests which were made. But that is when Nitin Fauji had actually fled from the spot, and that there was a manhunt which was launched. And in days to come, it was obviously that he was involved in a world of crime. Now, what sources do indicate to us is that it is not very unusual that an army personnel or ex-army personnel would be involved in some sort of a petty crime. But these are heinous. This is a gangster-style crime, and it does seem that he got involved, and there are now a cutout module or a hybrid module which is in place, which basically means that one set of gangsters will hire them, somebody else will provide the gun. That's when the killing takes place. The guns are taken back just to ensure that there is no sort of evidence which is left behind. Now remember, at this point of time, Sukhdev Singh was on a hit list. There are several cases even lodged against him, and we've been told by our sources at least 30 cases were lodged against him. So he was on the list, but meanwhile it does seem that a new hybrid module which included Nitin Fauji, and obviously coming from a Fauji background, from an army background, that's the least would have been expected. We've also been told, as far as the scene of crime is concerned, that they got in touch with an intermediary, and through them, through this one person, they actually went and met Sukhdev Singh. And it does seem that there is relaxing on a sofa. That is when we're in just a Bollywood-style crime being committed, where there were indiscriminate firing which was done, and obviously the killing was done right on spot with them fleeing. The number has now been identified, the face has been identified. He's been wearing a grey jacket which is very clear, and there is no attempt to even hide or mask the face or wear a helmet of any sorts, which goes to show that this is a dastardly crime, and it is a very well thought out, very well planned, because they knew that the police will come chasing after them, and thereafter it does seem that this is
here, Kamaljeet, is that Lawrence Bishnoi taking responsibility for the crime. Lawrence Bishnoi is lodged in prison, and his gang says that we take responsibility for it because he was supporting another Rajput outfit, etc. I mean, it's just baffling, unbelievable to believe that this man, Lawrence Bishnoi, lodged in prison, is executing crime after crime, murders of this nature. If it's true.
not just conducting crime. It does look like that policing is a sham, especially inside jails where orders of these kinds of target killing can be done. This actually goes to show as to how not just interviews are being conducted, it's also about how there seems to be plain, not just threats being given out, but murders being planned and executed. This actually goes to show that a further investigation really is required about how...
Absolutely. Kamaljit, we're short on time on that, but thanks very much for joining us.